Welcome into Titans Today. I'm your host, Abby Alonzo. We've got a loaded show for you today, talking about some offensive coordinator updates on that search, some Robert Woods status. Is he staying? Is he going? Senior Bowl prospects. We're going to break it all down for you today. But before we do that, make sure you go down and hit that sub button. There's going to be a lot going on during this offseason. New GM. Lots of needs for the O-line, for the receiver room. We're going to be covering all of it. So hit that sub button so you don't miss anything. Let's talk offensive coordinator search. There are 5 guys that we know of that the Titans are interested in right now. And Eric Bienemy seems to be leading that conversation, the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, followed by Matt Nagy. We've got updates on both of those guys. Justin Outten from Denver, who just got Sean Payton. Congrats to the Broncos. Charles London from Atlanta, and Tennessee's own Tim Kelly. He's the only in-house candidate. It'll be interesting to see if the Titans decide to ride with him. It looks like they want a couple new faces, and Eric Bienemy could be one of those guys. So to update you, remember, he signed a 1-year deal with the Chiefs in 2022. That means he is up for grabs in 2023. And just to go off of some of his accolades here, since 2018, he's got 8 playoff wins with the Chiefs, a Super Bowl win, maybe making it 2 in the next 2 weeks, a league MVP in Patrick Mahomes, possibly again making that a 2-time thing, and a league best regular season record of 64-18. He did interview with the Colts last week, but here's some context for you. He's had 15 head coach interviews since 2019. Obviously, none of those have come through. Granted, he's still an offensive coordinator, but if that job also does not come through, could he be leaving the Chiefs to head to the Titans? Well, apparently with Jonathan Jones saying he may be coaching his final postseason with the Kansas City Chiefs if he doesn't get the Colts head job, look for him to be an offensive coordinator with a defensive mind head coach. That could be Washington, Baltimore, or Tennessee. They all have interest. It'd be interesting. We know that Mike Vrabel does like the Kansas City offense, which brings me to my next point. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler called Matt Nagy a prime candidate for the Titans offensive coordinator job, which I find quite interesting because remember, he was the head coach of the Bears from 2018 to 2021, and his record as a head coach was 34-31. Not a guy that I thought would be high up on this list, but apparently, like I said, Mike Vrabel really likes that Kansas offense. Maybe he's trying to bring some of that to Tennessee. Could it be Eric Bienemy? Could it be Matt Nagy? We don't know, but those look to be the front runners right now. So you guys let me know. You're going to get hit with an ad break. Head down to our pinned comment and let us know, who do you want to be the Titans offensive coordinator in 2023? Moving on, will Robert Woods be cut? Possibly. He holds a lot of cap space here, and I'll show you exactly what that is. In 2023, his cap hit is $14.61 million. Now, if the Titans cut him before June 1st, they save $12.02 million. If they cut him after June 1st, they save $13.75. That's a lot of money either way. He does bring a veteran presence to this team, and he is coming back from an ACL injury in November of 2021. He'll have another year from recovering from that injury, but I gotta look at the 2022 stats and let them speak for themselves. 53 receptions, 527 yards, only 2 touchdowns, and averaged 9.9 yards. Those aren't big money numbers, and a lot of that can be granted. The offense struggled a little bit this season, and whether it was quarterback problems or the O-line or just the receiver room in general, those aren't numbers that you should be paying that much money for. We know that the Titans need to go out during the offseason and get some guys that can revamp this offense. They need guys on the O-line. They need weapons for whoever's under center, and I don't know that Robert Woods is the guy to do that. So you guys let me know, should the Titans cut Robert Woods? Type Y for yes, type N for no in the comment section. We want to hear from what you guys think should happen in this receiver room. Treylon Burks flashed this season, but he can't do it by himself. He needs some more depth. I don't know that Robert Woods is the guy. Finally, the Senior Bowl is coming up. It'll be played on Saturday, February 4th. We know that former general manager John Robinson liked to pick up some guys from the Senior Bowl. Will Ran Carthen do the same? So if you're looking at the screen, these are a couple of Titans who were in the Senior Bowl. Des Fitzpatrick, Racey McMath, Roger McCreary, Elijah Molden, Dylan Radens, Monty Rice, Rashad Weaver, and Malik Willis. All 8 of these guys have been picked up within the past 2 years from the Senior Bowl, and now we're looking at 5 more prospects that will be playing in this year's Senior Bowl that could join the team and maybe make a little bit of a difference. The first one, Rashee Rice, a wide receiver from SMU, Osiris Torrance, a guard from Florida. Again, all 5 of these guys would address the problems the offense has been having on the line and in the receiver room. John Michael Schmitz, center from Minnesota, which Ben Jones spent most of this season injured. He was out for a numerous amount of games and then ended the season on injured reserve. Could you be looking for a center? You could. He might retire. Who knows? Luke Musgrave, a tight end from Oregon State, and Matthew Bergeron, tackle from Syracuse. I want to talk about Rashee Rice. His numbers are exactly what the Titans ordered. 96 receptions, 1,300 yards, an average of 112.9 yards per game, and 10 touchdowns. You bring in a guy like that to this team, and it could work wonders. And we talked about the quarterback situation. That would help whether it's Ryan Tannehill or Trey Lance or whoever they bring in. If they decide to rock with Josh Dobbs or Malik Willis, having a guy like that in the wide receiver room is huge. He's fast. He can get down the field quickly for those deep balls. He's versatile enough to play inside and outside, and he's tough to bring down after catching the ball, which, perfect. That sounds like a great receiver to me. Put him in with Treylon Burks. Get that offense moving. You got Derrick Henry, but we saw this season that he can't do it by himself. The offense started to crumble towards the end of the season. Guys getting hurt. The O-line fell apart, and your receivers couldn't do much because of all that. If you don't have an O-line starting to protect the quarterback can't connect with anybody downfield. But you bring in a guy like Rashee Rice, might change a little bit of chemistry, and of course, the guys on the O-line. There are questions about Taylor Lewan and Austin Hooper, and of course, Robert Woods. These guys in the Senior Bowl could be the answers to some of those problems. Osiris Torrance, he's got some crazy stats. Allowed 0 sacks in 355 snaps. He had, I believe, 8 pressures, 0. The guy's stats are incredible. He's somebody that you want up front to bolster down that O-line and allow the offense to do the work. There's still questions on defense, of course, but I think the problem started on offense. Mike Vrabel is looking for somebody to come in and coach these guys up, but they need to get the cap space, get the money to be able to bring in some younger talent, give the quarterback some weapons and protection. So you guys head down to the comment section. Let us know which Senior Bowl prospect would you like to see in a Titans uniform. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.